she is again. There's Killjoy again. It seems like teams were able to play around it. It did not really affect them.
aKis has
and
got
we'll
it.
see it again. aKis has got it. So we get another Killjoy, and we'll see how it works on Haven this time as we are onto the map. And we see dapr and squad for Sentinels setting up on defense here as Envy will attack to start. And seeing a bit of the same, FNS back onto that Cypher, making sure he's laying traps. Nothing tricky for him this game to switch it up. And everybody playing about what they would. Sick not on the Sage, as there's no Sage here for Sentinels.
No Sage, but I've loved the aggression out of Sick recently. If you looked at their previous matchup, he was definitely a hero, not only in their matchup against Envy, but against TSM. He played really well. Normally stuck on that Sage where you got to play slow. You got to wait for them to peek you. On the Phoenix, he can get aggro. And the Sentinels, they love to mix it up. They love to switch up the tempo. Just when you expect them to play the standard default D, they come and they hit you fast. Normally you're going to see sinatraa working alongside ShahZaM in a duo, but I'd love to see Sick and sinatraa maybe take it over at Long C and through the garage.
And dapr putting a pretty good gate down there, probably figuring that it'll cover all spots. Seems like he trained that one in. And now, yeah, we're going to get a bit of split. 2-2-1. Obviously, you will have that lurk coming in from FNS to make sure that there's no push. And I think we've seen a lack of information pushing throughout this tournament. Even last game, everybody was sitting back on bind. When A was clear, they knew somewhere B. Nobody threw showers. Here, we just start off with some regular shots over a Jett smoke. And again, we'll go for some info. No more peeks towards the left, but here on the outside, Envy does have that Jett lurk.
Sick already off to that hot start at the long-range classic spam. Now he's repositioned. He's got a weak teammate, though. That's going to be sinatraa right around this corner. Kaboose with an opportunity to answer back, but the headshot lands. 2 kills traded back in favor here for Envy as it's a fair fight on C.
mummAy running in, not affected by any of that. It's good trade, though, coming from zombs. He's hiding in the back. He's able to get 2, and now he makes it the 2v1. Big kill there from FNS, and does he have the finesse to finish this one out?
Hat v hat. Finesse going up against dapr, one of the best in the game. And with Spike down, FNS has got the advantage here. How does dapr decide to break in? He's got a little peek, and those shots are going to land. Drops him to just 2 bullets, or a single headshot, of course. The ghost is good, though, as Finesse gets the repeak, his 3rd of the round. And that's the way for your captain to step up. The in-game leader, Finesse, putting the first score on the board. You got the money now going into round 2. And if you look at Envy historically, this is a team that plays in huge swings. They could go on a 6-7 round run. This is where you all get it started.
Execution from Envy there almost got a little hairy. As they pushed into the site, there wasn't a push through. Just Jett giving zombs a 1v1. Giving zombs a 1v1. Now they start to push through. The possibility of it being another 1v1, but it was obviously picked up. FNS continues to control the rest of the round, but seeing that, a little hesitation to get in, and happy enough with getting the bomb down to a spot. We'll see if they play this one differently, setting up for a bit of a default and information grab here, just from both sides, really.
And I want to see where dapr goes. Keep your eyes on that green Cypher making his way over to B. He's got a shorty. I believe also it was ShahZaM with the shorty over at the A site, so they have to play up close and personal. Meanwhile, you got the triple stack over on C side early, the rotation from sinatraa to lock down B. They're just expecting some mid-pressure, and the attackers definitely taking their time. What is the plan from aKis here? He's got the Spectre, of course, on the new agent. Killjoys haven't popped off up to this point in the event, especially not expected to do so on the attack, but I'm excited to see what he knows and we don't.
Yeah, we have kind of seen the bomb just be a fizzle-out moment. They throw it down. You know there's a window to fight within, but then you have to get out of it. I feel like you take the site, put the bomb down, and it creates much more of an intense moment for the retake, knowing there's not a time you can step in coming up, or do you play before it goes off and try to take it out? Really putting the pressure moment down as opposed to, hey, back off for a bit and we'll come in. Good trades on both sides as our round gets started.
Yeah, it was actually Sick who had that second shorty, and he puts his to work. Sniper, though, in the hands of Kaboose. It's the Marshall, got to hit the heady. And you're going to see actually multiple players on defense without the armor. So a single shot could do massive damage here. Kaboose about to get his first opportunity as the attack is going to be coming in. Look for sinatraa to throw out that recon and lead the charge. But they do not have the right weaponry, and already the first is going to fall. There's a second. Kaboose getting 4 kills already in the round. Give him the ace. Instead, it's stolen by Calypso. But a great round from Envy. They played it slow. They worked off that first pick and then just locked down the C site behind that Marshall.
A great few rounds, a promising start, but the guns come out. Operator in the hands of ShahZaM here as we see this one more time. It takes his time. He says, you know what? I don't even need to zoom. Thank you very much. Great job by kaboose. Confidence round for him. And you said he needed to get started early. kaboose, he's at the front of the train right now. We're coming into round 3, and they got guns on both sides. Bucket.
Glass cannon for ShahZaM, the only player in the lobby without this army. He's going to take some huge bullet punches if he gets hit first. But ShahZaM on the Jett, perfect character to get the shot and get out. Doesn't need to use any abilities as he walks this one back, but already they know A is not the plan. Sick with a quick punish over on C long as well. This is the bounce back for Sentinels.
Careful now.
Quickly taking their picks. Obviously the Jett moves back. ShahZaM stays safe now with a bit of utility here from the help of FNS. FNS gets a little bit of rotation and he'll start to cheat towards B. Always looking for info as the Sova drone goes out mid. I don't think that really creates any movement for Sentinels as they didn't see too much.
And at this point, Envy's just taking their time. We're maybe talking, all right, how many credits does everyone have? Do we need to save? If we get a pick or two, then we can get aggressive on a site. But let's see if someone overextends on the defensive end. Sentinels, though, they get aggro early, they reposition on you, and then they punish with the crossfire. Perfect example there. Zombs is going to drop, but that's a double flash Jett, and down will go mummAy. Finally, as Sick picks up the operator, this has been a nearly flawless round for the Sentinels. 4 players still up, fully healed Phoenix, and Sinatraa is going to win the gunfight after getting shot first by Finesse.
Becomes really difficult at the end of that pocket. You don't have much. You're dry peeking everything after your first strat didn't work. And Sentinels quickly making work of a few to start the round on either side of the map. And that kill from Sick too grabs attention. That it's an easy finish. Find Cypher after this.
Now something interesting, he could have picked up the op. At the end, they leave it on the ground. Sentinels notorious for preferring the rifles. They like to be able to trade. It's definitely part of their in-game tempo. ShahZaM's going to continue to opt down long A, but when you come to B and C site, expect a whole lot of phantoms in your face. ShahZaM looking for an early peek from the Jett on the other side, but mummAy is a no-show. His first opportunity just moments away as Sick has already gotten behind enemy lines, and dapr is there with the punish. Sentinels taking the fight to their opponents.
I loved it. Look at the traps on B. They flank each side. C is stopped by a smoke, and every pressure from A is safe as long as you don't go down. You know they're not pushing mid. You have traps there. They're just working off the information they have right away on the side of Sentinels. As ShahZaM picks up one more from the top side of B there, he's going to be safe. And info again. It's like Envy can't go anywhere without being seen right now. And then almost another one. One was on the right. He knows the shot came from the left, so yeah, 2.
Sinatraa uses his abilities so well. We talked about it in the pregame. Here's a look at his aim, though. He goes for the spray transfer, cannot find Calypso in time. And Calypso, with 45 seconds left, finds himself in a 1v3. He does have the spike in hand, but there is a peek and there is a punish. ShahZaM waiting for him on the other side with the operator.
Glass cannon to everything he needs after a quick round. More armor for him coming in on this one. We saw the tripwires here by dapr being picked up as he went through B, so they're saving money all over. They have time to just play it slow and keep finding the picks. ShahZaM may switch it up here, right? He was long last time. We may see a pick short. Then he goes back long to change his position, but always switching it up, never setting a precedent. As an opper, that's how you get shot in the face right away.
And can we check the cache real quick? I believe we're going to see a dry round here out of Envy. I say that because I'm looking over at aKis. Nothing in his kit outside the default. Sinatraa busting the Hunter's Fury right away. Wants to do damage, and he is going to convert that into an early first blood. Not even a fair fight on a pistol round.
Again, they have these traps that are ready for a retake, ready to stop Envy as they come in. There's one. You were right. It was that save here, so it's going to be tough for Envy to come in. And the traps are just shutting them down. dapr, Sinatraa making quick work of B. And they'll take this third round for themselves, coming into round 6.
When Envy had success previously against the Sentinels, they were able to win that crucial rifle round. They were able to clutch up in round 4. The Sentinels, after dropping the first 2, have stolen 3 in a row. They broke their opponents, but finally we have another crucial round where it will be everyone with their ideal weaponry. Phantoms and an operator coming out, full armor as well. But here's how Sinatraa puts to use his ultimate. He knows he's going to get even more dots at the bottom of his screen. Continues to lay down kills as dapr finds 3. He is going to unlock his ultimate on Cypher, and we're just going to see Sentinels with really a great opportunity to hold once again. The question is, what does Envy have? Do they have any set plays? You're playing with a Killjoy, not the best attacking character. A Cypher, not so good either. So you're really looking at your Phoenix and your Jett. That's going to be kaboose and mummAy, who need to get an intro pick here.
Absolutely, and we see those 3 ultimates ready. Cypher's not so much until you can get neural uplink on an opponent, but if they can Phoenix break this garage, it's something to start on. Is there a follow-up? Protect the body, as the Phoenixes now play a little cat and mouse on either side of the wall. It looks like B maybe once again as Envy looks for a pick, playing this slow. Envy is really relying on just an opening shot. Here, kaboose stepping up, looking for it. No flash, no smoke, maybe a deterrent to say, yeah, there we go. Moving them off their first angle. I'd like to see the molly. I thought it was a bit dry on the take, but now they start to go in. The first trip goes off. It does not affect kaboose here as he's moving through. They want to run away from this, run it back. And we'll see where the plant goes down with aKis protection. Calypso comes through with kill 1.
Calypso just walks his way through and does the damage. aKis is going to find dapr, who is trying to rotate through. Now ShahZaM has the operator, but has to use the sheriff at short range. mummAy around the corner waiting for him. And Sentinels, as they drop sick, will be down to just 2 players. This could be a save scenario. I don't see him getting into the B site, and it doesn't look like they're going to attempt it. As ShahZaM falls, it is just going to be zombs left alive and Calypso right behind him.
Oh, he can't shoot the gun, so he wanted to wait, and Zom says, you know what, I feel that 6th sense tingling. Turns around, gets a kill for himself. So they're dropping a few guns off that side of Envy. And Zombs goes down himself as mummAy starts working that operator. 3-3 as we start going punch for punch pocket. It does seem like Envy is able to fight back here against what Sentinels has to provide.
And I thought that was going to be a troublesome round because mummAy lost a shot that should have been a free kill on Sick poking through the doors. But it just had a strong enough push behind the Phoenix, run it back. B was no problem. aKis following up the run it back perfectly, was able to get a kill on dapr, and all of a sudden the Sentinels are held out to dry. Let's see what they can do now, as once again they're going for their standard default. Look at dapr and ShahZaM though this round. Looks like ShahZaM wants to get aggro, wants to get an early pick here with the operator, and he could find the Cypher waiting on the other side.
You should run.
So you always see Cyphers throw that gate long. You make sure they don't know if somebody's running short, set a precedent, keep it going, keep your opponent thinking. And the push already coming in here. ShahZaM's going to have to wait knowing that there's a trip, so he wants to have everyone come back. Oh, actually floats over it. I don't know if he heard that. Yeah, he's going to be coming back, but it's not in enough time. Finesse gets taken. Now ShahZaM has her back. He can do so much by creating pressure here without doing too much. Throws down the op, picks up a Phantom, and shuts down aKis as well.
ShahZaM doing all the work behind enemy lines. Meanwhile, it looks like the rotation is through to A for Envy. Spike is going to be planted. They've got the operator watching the B rotation, and it looks like Calypso is going to be perfectly positioned to find zombs on the rotate. But what will the Phoenix be able to do? Can kaboose hold the door against the 2 players pushing up short? It's about to go down.
Envy's doing such a great job at making the right decisions for the site they need, but can the shots get hit? 6 comes up with the first one as Calypso answers on the retribution kill there. ShahZaM, the team, peek together, and now Calypso has his work cut out for him. It's going to be a tough one. Does some tag damage as he peppers that shot over to the side of A, but it's not going to be enough. That's a win for Sentinels as they shut down that attack from Envy.
And Calypso has to stay alive here so he can buy the operator for mummAy potentially. We'll see if they do invest. And after buying up the armor, it looks like that is not even going to be an option. aKis has some cash.
There it is, aKis.
Okay, so aKis is going to buy and change. He is going to get, in exchange I should say, he's going to get the Phantom. Once again, when it comes to the weapons, it's a fair fight, and this is a critical round for Envy. They are broke if they lose this.
Everybody on Sentinels making shots that they need. You see in those KDAs. Envy looking to hit those. Again, using a bit less utility than you like to see as they're heading into sites. But still, you rely on a good shot and you get that momentum going. We saw kaboose earlier. It's all about if they can hit it. 1:20 left on this round as it's another slow one, but we're getting more pushing this game. Like I said, the previous ones, we didn't see too much of this. The round had continued. Nobody was feeling like they could push out. And now look, one already out into mid lane. Phoenix just watching that big flank, and he can have the chance to go around once they execute on A here. Envy's about to pull the trigger.
Sick is going to keep trying to flank. Meanwhile, you're going to have the Omen on the opposite side of the map. The teleport available. That'll be zombs. ShahZaM gets the first pick, though. Here comes the Nano Swarm. Killjoy starting to be a little bit of a pest, but they hold their positions. mummAy is going to get the pick on Sinatraa, and here come the blades. ShahZaM instantly shut down, and all of a sudden, Envy with total control.
Really slowly played here by Envy, but seemed to just call Sentinels on the full retake in the site, pressuring now, and it seems like Sentinels have to scatter a bit to even make this work, losing members left and right, as nobody was really able to come in with the buddy system there. The flank was had on one side, zombs is here, one was in heaven, and they really could not make those angles work for themselves. Envy doing a really nice job of having some post plants that gives Sentinels the trouble. I think we're going again around for a round here, Puckett.
This is a fun one to watch, ladies and gentlemen. Strap in. This is just the beginning. Last time these two teams met up, it went the distance to that game 3. We could see another 3-game series on our hands. As this is Envy's map pick. They'll tie things up, as it will be just zombs saving his Phantom for the Sentinels in the next round. Sentinels still have cash, so we'll see another fair fight coming into round 9. But back and forth, and I have to say, mummAy, he's at 6-6. The man's not even warmed up yet. He's still missing some shots that I've seen him just connect. And of course, on the other side, aKis, pretty uncomfortable on the Killjoy. 2 rounds ago, he used the ultimate, thought they would fake their way to C and then rotated into B, but by the time they got to his site, they were down 2 players. I feel like Envy hasn't fully figured out this comp completely, but the fact that they're hanging in here with Sentinels is a great sign of things to come later in the series.
Absolutely. It's each team figuring each other out, doing a bit more homework. Obviously knowing ShahZaM's going to be opting in places and not giving him that option. Here actually on their side, mummAy is waiting for just that. Oh, the sliver peek, not even the jiggle from ShahZaM. He gives a shoulder, that's enough, but neither opera is able to come up with that first kill on this round. Moving over once again to B. When Envy wants it, they take it.
And there is Calypso showing you how good he is with the paranoias, but the follow-up is too slow. dapr trades out 2, and Sinatraa goes burr in the back. So all of a sudden, it's a 2-on-3, make it a 2-on-1. Just mummAy left alive, trying to keep this operator in hand, but there are players all around him.
Ooh. Waiting this one out, looking for the shot. Wing to be on his left, but he still wants to get in to try to make the play. And I may have said they take what they want, but it doesn't look like they get to keep it for very long as Sentinels is ready to act. That's been repetitive rounds now that Envy has actually tried to work through B to go aCon A. And I think they caught on Sentinel's side.
dapr holding a great angle despite being paranoid. You got to get up close and in his bubble, and he is able to punish again. The Cypher holding strong, just 6-5, but some big plays throughout this series. On the other side, I'm keeping an eye across the Envy board to see if anyone is a standout. These entries, they seem to be an issue so far for me, and I want to see will someone be able to step up, potentially another op kill from mummAy to open things up.
Killjoy known to be mid. You know, there's not going to be a rush with anything she's doing this game. The information is actually so big. I mean, shots and headshots can change the round right away, but being able to pressure back and hold that, you know, Killjoy's mid, they're not rushing somewhere right away, actually is a big benefit. You kind of relax on your point and get ready for what might be a jump peak, not a rush peak. Oh, through the wall!
That's a punish to the belly button. And Sick has been so good on this Phoenix as well. He was the one causing problems early in the round. He's looking to finish here. They run it back, looking for the last remaining players. They're forced into Sinatraa, but aKis holds strong. Not once, but twice as he finds Sick's body. And this is a game-changing moment. As I say it, dapr looks to shut it down. 50 seconds still left on the clock, though.
Good flank out. Paying off for dapr to get out. Garage is being held now. Will they be able to get themselves into a position that just sees this bomb? FNS can use a gate, has a trap. All that gives away where he's coming from, though, and just ready on the other side. No, he's not. dapr falls asleep at the wheel for a moment as FNS gets the shot onto him. And now it's going to be a quick pickup, keeping his eyes on the prize. Almost in garage, and zombs make easy, quick work of FNS on the entry.
I got a little bit nervous there for Sentinels. They were kind of giving 1v1 opportunities against Finesse. Of course, you have no idea where that last man is standing after a potential relocation. He gets the first win on dapr, but zombs will hold strong at the doors. Here's a look at Sick in the early part of this round. ShahZaM leading that one perfectly, hits the wall bang, and dapr with the pinch from behind, causing problems. Sentinels, they swarm, they get in your face early, and then they suffocate, and this round should be easier than ever. Round 11, it's all ARs and a sniper against just pistols in the hands of Envy.
See if they commit on this. You push up. This is kind of a default strat, if you will. You smoke, you get as close as possible. What you're about to do then has big return on investment because it's right in the face of your opponent to kill into zombs with the knives to start from mummAy. Sinatraa trying to stop the plan, get a few shots in here from the ultimate, and he will delay for the team to rotate.
And I definitely think you are going to see the lockdown coming in from Killjoy this round. Here it goes. Killjoy putting it on the box. You have to destroy it to stop it from stunning you on the site. Envy, FNS, I should say, picking up 2 there with the frenzy, holding the door down. And what should be an outgunned round turns into a favorable round win here, unless sinatraa can pull off some heroics. Huge stuff as the Thrifty comes through, and it all got started with mummAy using that Blade Storm, opening things up on C.
Right into the face of his opponent, never hesitating, and that's what you want to see, especially when you're up against Sentinels, because the communications there, they'll rotate quickly, and they'll probably have somebody on the right flank to make it work, so you need to think before them and get inside their head when you're making these plays. Really nicely done there as well for the team to get into the site and puck it. That was put down after the bomb plant, the Killjoy ult. That's what we want to see, pressuring the entry into the site, not pushing them out to get in. It can be used both ways, but I feel like we saw it the effective way there.
It just makes you so uncomfortable. It's still so new. Not everyone knows how to react to it, but you know you have to do something, either destroy it or get out of dodge. Here we go, the final round of the first half. A 6-6 start would be perfect for Envy. And here's a big one. The run it backs traded as it's going to be aKis coming out with the first kill. zombs is there to hold strong at C.
In the back, he knows he has a bit of smoke cover towards the right side, but he's willing to make the 1-2 play on the shot transfer as he moves to safety. Now confidence there from zombs as he has been able to hold the back of the site. Some good kills coming in. His entry to B with the bomb solo was attempted by the side of Envy.
All right, what do you got for me, Calypso? You've been huge in the past. You set up your teammates for success. You've got 3 of them between you and mummAy.
I know it.
And there's the first 1v1. zombs is waiting and has the jump on him. Down to just a shorty and an operator. Sniper takes forever to pull out. You only got 2 bullets in the shotgun, so this is all Sentinels. mummAy running for his life, but he won't last long as a little bit of teabagging's going down. Sinatraa giving him a refreshment before the second half.
Tactically crouched numerous times. 7-5 here. See what they
Some
can do.
people get so angry at that. I grew up in the Halo world. I remember watching you cast Halo back at WCG. Yeah. It's just it's a movement that your thumbs are used to after a decade of first-person shooters.
Absolutely. I believe that. I believe that. Second nature movement. We'll see what happens here. So no frenzies to start. Some squads running the frenzies. Always respect that. It's fun. It's more of a one-and-done gun as your clip's gone. But here we see a classic with armor. So you got a bit of a tank, if you will, playing that Superman role, but you're not buying him a sheriff with armor. And it's going to be ghosts around the board.
Look for a great recon dart to set up this push, and Sick will be the player looking to punish. Goes out, shows himself mid before rejoining the rest of the group. This is going to be a 5-man hit over to A. Boom. Nice curveball, but it's only going to find Tombs. Kaboose is going to convert it into the first 2 picks before Sick will find him. So a 3 versus 4, and the full rotation should be coming in just as the attackers land. sinatraa taking out aKis is huge.
So patient on those shots coming in lower. Really nicely done to not panic with the ghost. Calypso looking for some spams, looking for some util, making sure that camera was not looking right above their head. Really smart, heady plays here to just give themselves upper hands. And that's unfortunate. That'll happen. One of us as they move into the site. Now FNS still cleans that one up. Looking down on the Cypher. But the tip of the hat comes from dapr as he says, thank you.
First pistol round, it was Finesse with 3 kills as Cypher. This time, dapr takes his turn, and it will be Sentinels with an 8-5 lead and weapons here. Now, ShahZaM immediately will go to a Bulldog second round or a Phantom if he got enough kills. This is going to be a perfect start for him, and ShahZaM is definitely going to be a player to watch. He won't be the entry, but he is going to be the man second or third in line to pick up all of the cleanup work.
See where they go. A little bit of a mid-strat here. Bombs down, so it's intel grabbed. And maybe get a bit of util out of B if they can. Look at this. by Envy. Full squad over to the C side playing the trap of the turret, hopefully on lower, but also I don't think that's even looking to sight. So they are banking on this working and that there will be a lower push to give them information. Let's see if Sentinels falls into this.
Taking their time, Sentinels slowly working their way up through B. Spike still in the back, so they haven't committed anywhere yet. If they go over to C, though, they are going to be in for a surprise. Unfortunately for Envy, no one has even peeked that direction as the drone is coming out. There's going to be sinatraa checking every corner. They see B is safe.
Yep.
One player inside garage. Where's everyone else? They're not back B. Are they in CT? Are they over on C? Or is there still players at A? It looks like B is going to be the ideal plant position. And now they've got to defend it. What will the Pistols be able to do? You're looking for a big curveball to start this one off.
So ShahZaM knows there's some at C. He saw Omen smoke come from that way. Hot hands under the feet of Sick as he gets himself into a better spot. But ShahZaM, like you said, not the first in, but cleaning up the kills as the team is getting further and further into the site. ShahZaM still playing around the front, making sure he can peek mid and go back. But now it's just the hunt down if they can find FNS, and he's in the garage.
And there's an Ares kill from sinatraa. Give him an Odin, give him an Ares. He's going to hit the headshot. He's going to spray you down if he missed it somehow. I love the Bulldog buy, though, and the interesting thing for me is to see, does ShahZaM continue to convert it into kills? Zombs also sticking on one, and sinatraa is going to have that Ares. They're really loading up, not just for this round, but for the next if they lose it somehow to the rifles. Make this expensive. You know Envy is broke. They've got to clutch up here. In fact, Calypso can't even buy full armor.
Yeah.
We'll see if the defense holds it down strong as they look like they're once again going to have 2 at C, 2 long A, and a floating Calypso in the middle of the map ready to paranoid anyone pushing through. But they're playing very deep on sites.
I love your point about the Bulldog because it is even bigger for ShahZaM. The fact that it's less cost, you can get through a round with that. Another $400 on top of 2 kills means this Bulldog can go to someone else coming in a round and he gets that off that he wants because he's on a lot of money. So really, really well thought out with kind of sorting in light armor, heavy armor, Bulldog, and what will matter in the rounds to come.
Bladestorm also available for ShahZaM. They're down a man, but that could turn on its head if he is able to get a pick and just run this round away. As you take a look, it's going to be sinatraa working with Sick, the duo trying to clear garage, making their way to back C. And this is going to be a full C commit as the spike is moving forward. Expect the push to come in. ShahZaM could burst. Instead, he holds, and there is a great re-peek from mummAy.
Working off each other's information, or even the audio, right? Because that's not much of a call. Somebody's saying there, but mummAy is already peeking based on the audio that he heard and what he knows about what's going down around the rest of the map here. Coming through garage. Seems like Envy, it just has this one locked down. But dapr.
Get the ace, mummAy. Not today. All right.
With 10 HP left, dapr comes up huge on that, but he's going down eventually as he goes to sink that spike into the ground. Calypso says, no $300 for you or the team. Do not pass go.
And Sentinels, of course, still carrying over their second round weaponry. They didn't expect to keep it. They just wanted to make it expensive for Envy. So now they're going to be able to go to their full buy. Do they go with an operator on the attack? Because we've seen so many tournaments where the Sentinels just prefer to go 5 rifles. Just all work together, get the trades. You don't need to open it up with a sniper, unlike the majority of teams in this tournament.
They just might, though. Considering the buy, see ShahZaM standing up there with the cannon. He's looking down. So A work, their precedent set. Gate goes down from Cypher. They do it each round. The other team's wondering. Now they know they have a bit more info coming through, but are they lower? Are they still going mid? A great push up actually by Envy on C is allowing Envy to know this is probably a B or A side push.
And of course, Sentinels really haven't run into the utility from Killjoy. She had just the turret in the first round. Now they will know.
Shadows traveling.
And Calypso with some early dark cover to just distract in the middle. Give mummAy a little bit of extra cover as he works his way over to the A site. They are prepping for a big hit. They know it's coming, but will Sentinels commit?
Camera would be great to pull here for Sentinels on the way out. Looks like they're going to leave it, so they want to commit something here to A.
Wow.
With this utility, the trade got going down there after a lot of patience. Just opens up the kills. Calypso finding one on the entry, a bit disjointed here coming in from Sentinels as nobody else was ready to do that, as they thought they could get a lurker into the site, but Calypso is watching all the angles.
Calypso has been such a rock for this team. Mr. Consistent, in my opinion. We'll see what his counterparts can do on the opposite side of the map, though. Finesse, if you looked at their previous matchup, did not have a good series against Sentinels. He was a hero in the earlier rounds. Can he do it again? 3 players pushing him. He's taking his time. ShahZaM pops the blades, and he's going to get punished. Finesse with the first, the second. He's looking for the last remaining member. It's going to be Sinatraa, and he will go down. A huge hold again from the IGL.
Puckett, that was so good. He stopped himself from wide swinging. You could see that he wanted to, and he said no. The pressure of being behind the box. Watch this. Watch this. He gets that first kill, and you see him start to wide swing a little bit, and he says, no, come to me. He's like, oh, I want it? No, 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 no. You come to me. What a play. Patience. And like you said, the IGL coming up big, so that's going to give momentum to everybody.
Here. This is huge for Envy. That is the game-swinging moment. For the first time, you have Sentinels on the back foot here in the second half. The attackers already with the disadvantage. They have to force the action. Now you've got the better weaponry to punish them. And kaboose still with the run it back to use. You've got your neural if you want it here on your Cypher. So Envy set up for success. We'll see what the Sentinels do on the attack here. Looking for just a gun early. If they're able to get a single Phantom, we have seen this team do some remarkable stuff behind the equipment.
Oh, he pulls the camera back right away, so they get a quick look. They want to use that somewhere else, but see if they can pull some utility here. Oh, he gets the orb! He's going to get what he wants. He's got his ult now for sure.
Yes.
He'll go to get 2 points on that. But unfortunate there, as Sentinels was really looking to make a play off starting with an orb this round.
Yeah, you got no Sage. That was Sick who normally played that. So we'll see you in the next round here, Sick. Again, just a pistol round, but they are investing. Sinatraa pops the Hunter's Fury. There's some big shots from dapr. And all of a sudden, it's a 4-on-3. Sentinels with the man advantage. They've got the spike down as well.
Oh.
And as I say, actually, sorry, the spike was following up. It was all the way across the map, now onto A. They've got it secured, but mummAy with the operator, not the ideal weapon to break back in.
Slowly working. So FNS is playing time. Wants to say, hey, will they peek? No. You're going to have to go to them. Great hold here by Sentinels, not giving up any position just yet, but the dart comes out to push Envy around just a little bit here on that defensive retake. 2v3, Cypher's low. They could actually make this work for themselves. Stinger on the right side, that's fast damage, and Sinatraa finishes it up with the crossfire.
How did that start? You lose Sick early.
You lose Sick.
You pop the Hunter's Fury, and the whole team commits onto the site. dapr with an enormous ghost kill to open things up, and then a slow punish and finish, one by one, able to dismantle Envy. But it was the Hunter's Fury who started it, and there is dapr that kind of sealed the deal. Once you get zombs into a short-range position, if you ever watch him hold over A on Ascent, the man is just primo. From 5 meters and out, he is going to hit the head every time.
And I think, Puckett, this is where you kind of talk about Sentinels having a B to their A. Oh, we lost one? This still works if X. If we do this now. If we change a little bit. And they still make an AXQ work.
Here comes the run it back from Envy side of things. And kaboose is going to see nothing. Takes out a tripwire on the way back to his body. But not much value out of that one. Sick is going to answer back with his own from Sentinels. Following the drone. Drone didn't see much, but they know they're going to have the man advantage over at C. Here comes the push. Finesse with just a Spectre. Hold strong. mummAy through the cage is going to find ShahZaM, and all of a sudden it is a bloodbath at C, but dapr remains, and this spike is going down.
Such a tough angle to hold there. Sentinels are putting themselves in. Come on. The edge of their seat. Frags there. Oh, seeing a few in garage. He knows he's going to have to peek this 1v1, but they're going to wide swing him. He almost gets those fights that he needed with the movement. But Calypso, talked about him a few rounds ago, coming up again, a 3K here as he continues to put up the impact frags for the team.
And watching him on the minimap, I don't know how he survived. Doesn't get spotted by the drone, doesn't get seen by the run it back, and then is able to pinch in with the perfect time for a triple punish. 10-8. 3 more rounds for Sentinels. Envy needs 5. This one going to come down to the wire as once again, snipers on both sides, everyone else running with the Phantoms outside of dapr's SMG. What is the plan for Sentinels? A has been working. B has worked. C has not worked.
The money is in that spot for both teams, where if you start winning, losing, you're getting 3,000 for the win, 1,900 for that first loss round. So these are getting imperative here at 10-8 on our first map of the series here between Sentinels and Envy. Looks like Killjoy will set back up in A. Sentinels always with somewhat of an info split to start. They gather together after that. Here we can see hanging out over to the right side. Omen's got C split.
dapr with an early peek, trying to draw him out for 6 punish. Making noise at A is the plan, but don't expect a commitment here. I wanted to see this. They would rotate out after drawing the attention. They know they've got Envy on heavy rotates previously. Yep. Can you punish it now after showing the fake and your rotate to B? Little dance here as it's going to be kaboose around the wall. On the other side, dapr has been holding deep this entire time after the first 20 seconds of the round. 45 left on the clock. It's go time here for the Sentinels.
Smoke towards mid with the knowledge of a drone coming through. Right? It's kind of like Sentinels are working off the we've worked B a few rounds, but we're not going to. At 33 seconds into the round, Sentinels feels like they have dislodged what was the defensive Envy for now, enough to run their strat by just kind of milling about. A drone through mid, and now back. The call comes to A as Envy tries to put up the defense.
And they're avoiding mummies on that operator. Kaboose holding strong, finds dapr. Calypso going for the peek, but he's going to be full blind. 12 seconds, you need 4 to get this spike planted. And Kaboose has shut it down at short. A spike cannot get up. It is on the ground. And this should be an Envy round if they stay alive.
1 second in, and it is a clutch taking down that imperative bomb planter. Then it will not go. So that was real quick. I think that was the first round we've really seen Sentinels trying to push the clock down to see how Envy would react in a tight situation. And I'm pretty impressed with Envy there.
Yeah, a nice job by Calypso to get back over to the site relatively quickly. As soon as he hears contact, he is making his way back through B. Good read. mummAy staying alive, though, at the last moment. I wasn't sure it was going to happen. Envy almost dropping that round. Instead, they'll keep the operator, the 4,500 credits. Everyone else can buy back up. And this could be Envy tying it up. Kaboose wants to get aggro here. Nowhere near the run it back. He is simply looking to punish the slow pushes over at A. Can he find a flank kill? Calypso with him. This could be a big paranoia setup.
This is huge. Just on the other edge. ShahZaM doesn't even know he's going to be walking up. They're actually right in a way to be collateral if they do. But ShahZaM makes the first shot as Calypso hesitates for a moment, thinking he may be able to get more. I'm not sure. But they trade it back to start things off. And this push pays off a bit as we're tied at 4-4. But there, falls into the favor of Envy.
And you saw Kaboose trying to dodge that. Sick is going to still land the curveball. The full blind Phoenix is dropped. You got a man advantage. How do you use it? Instantly, the spike is going down. Dark cover is there, but you know someone's going to be pushing. Before the curveball comes out, Finesse finds the headshot. 3 versus 3. Envy on the retake. You've got mummAy on site watching the front door. Finesse is going to watch the top, and they're just waiting on aKis to rotate over before this defuse comes through. Nice picks coming out.
Op down, you have to expect dapr thought he had a bit of a safe entry, at least to pick and be able to get out. And here we have the Killjoy out going, Killjoy ultimate going out. zombs able to take one down. They're trying to identify where it is, just to the corner. He can spam it through the wall. It's hitting, but he hasn't hit it enough times.
Lockdown destroyed.
He just got it.
Just in time, Sentinels
God.
going to get the round. Finesse going to be blown up or shot in the face on this exit, and it's going to be some bodies from Sinatraa. It got a little bit sketchy. As soon as that Killjoy ult came down, I was like, oh man, Envy's got it. Instead, Sentinels get away with their 11th round and are now just 2 away.
No, zombs is a guy that will make sure he will get up there. What a shot from ShahZaM as well, because he's trying to trek long, but also there's a guy in front of me. Boom. The fast, quick op skills.
He can still snap. Fires out. He still got it from CS days.
Still got it, very much so. Showing us that almost every game here. Looking at the inventories, rifles around, actually, here for the side of Sentinels. It looks like they want to play a little bit more close to the chest on this one, and it's a push from Envy.
I hate to call him out, but I said Kaboose is going to be the X factor, the player who needs to pop off. He's still in single digits. We're coming down to the end of this game, and he's not getting a ton of action at A. But on these retakes, he has not had success as Phoenix. Calypso Answering back, causing some problems, and there's the second headshot. Looking for his third, but sinatraa holds strong.
Should be an easy post plant here for Sentinels. The ultimates that they have, Omen can do some fakes, doesn't really need to ult, but wait. Sova's on site, cannot ult the bomb here, so they're going to have to play this one again a little bit closer. Envy coming in, 2v1, Killjoy's going to be going towards that garage side.
Kaboose this time is going to find sinatraa for his 10th kill. Flash down long, punish from dapr. And dapr knows where the last member is. And aKis will be gunned down by the Cypher. Sentinels now on game point. This was Envy's map pick.
Absolutely, and kind of surprising to a lot of people as well. Envy would go after this, Sentinels being such a methodical team and running different sites, and Haven being a 3-bomb site map would almost seem like you're really putting yourself up against a challenge. But Envy stepping up to that challenge here in this game, but backs against the wall on what could be game point, like you said, Bucket. 23 kills for sinatraa on top. He has just been unloading this game. The rest of the team following up on Sentinels. Can they close it out here?
Honestly, I think Haven was the right pick for Envy. This is Sentinels' least played map. They've avoided it in tournaments. Their lowest win percentage, but now could be another win in the column here for your red team. Sentinels getting the first pick. They destroy the run it back as Kaboose is going to have to play deeper on A. They've got long locked down, but only for so long. aKis is going to run out of utility, and it's going to come down to some gun skill. sinatraa made the Hunter's Fury work on their last successful A push. This time around, no luck. Doesn't find anyone with the first 3 bursts, using all of his shock bolts as well. As they're just making noise, but I still think we're going to see a rotation, and you can already see zombs start to lead the team over towards C.
You love seeing stuff like that because as a player yourself, you wonder, when should I throw these out? What should I do? And you're looking to do chip damage. You don't always have to see it do chip damage, but they're always hoping. And here, ShahZaM steps out, gets taken by Calypso as they quick trade and kills. But now it's all towards that mid lane, bomb planted towards BC side, but it looks like it's going to be a mid hold. And they leave Phoenix inside alone. Kaboose doing what he can.
aKis working with mummAy. mummAy with the shotgun out, shorty in hand. Kaboose on the other side. So they've wrapped around B. They know no one is on site. They've got to be out front. But Sick is still going to convert it to his 3rd kill. zombs is going to find a 4th, and sinatraa, Mr. 150K. Go ahead and start paying him 200. He's worth it. Drops the top frags in the lobby and seals the deal as Sentinels walk away with the first in this best.